Continuing the Viking Portable Libraries, World Bible, the Jew and the Christian, the law versus the intent, from the book of Numbers, the Lord's blessing. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lifted up his countenance upon thee, and gave thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless thee. The cloud and fire lead. On the day that the tabernacle was reared up, the cloud covered the tabernacle, namely the tent of the testimony, and at even there was upon the tabernacle, as it were, the appearance of fire into the morning. So it was, the cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night. And when the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, then after the children of Israel journeyed, and the place where the cloud abode, there the children of Israel pitched their tents. At the commandment of the Lord the children of Israel journeyed, and at the commandment of the Lord they pitched. As long as the cloud upon the tabernacle, they rested their tents. And when the cloud tarried long upon the tabernacle many days, then the children of Israel kept the charge of the Lord, and journeyed not. At the commandment of the Lord, I presume Yahweh. For some reason they're saying Lord, which isn't a proper translation at all. At the commandment of the Lord they journeyed. They kept the charge of the Lord at the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. The water of Meribah. Then came the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert of Zin, the first month, and the people abode in Kadesh. Is it Kadesh or Kodesh? Kadesh, maybe. And Miriam died there, and was buried there. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. And the people chode with Moses, and spake, saying, Would God that we have died when our brethren died before the Lord. And why have ye brought up the congregation of the Lord into this wilderness, that we and our cattle should die there? And wherefore have ye made us to come out of Egypt, to bring us unto this evil place? It is no place of seed, or of figs, or of vines, or of pomegranates, neither is there any water to drink. And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto them. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, yeah, it's disrespectful to keep saying how they put Lord instead of God as a noun and verb, or some other somewhat translation. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Take the rod, and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth its water, and thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beast drink. Remember that meteors, once you go, out past a certain point, they are, mostly water, or a significant amount of water. And Moses took the rod from before the Lord, as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock. And he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice. And the water came down abundantly, and the congregation drank, and the beast also. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believed me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. Therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. This is the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel strove with the Lord, and he was sanctified in them. The death of Aaron. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron in Mount Hor, by the coast of the land of Edom, saying, Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given unto the children of Israel, because ye rebelled against my word. At the water of Meribah, take Aaron and Eleazar his son, and bring them up to Mount Hor, and strip Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Eleazar his son. His priestly regalia. Hopefully it doesn't mean they're going to make him naked in front of everybody. And put them upon Eleazar his son, and Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, and shall die there. And Moses did as the Lord commanded, and they went up into Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. And Moses stripped Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Eleazar his son, and Aaron died there in the top of the mount. And Moses and Eleazar came down from the mount. And when all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, they mourned Aaron 30 days, even all the house of Israel. Joshua appointed to succeed Moses. And the Lord said unto Moses, Get thee up to this mount Abarim, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. And when thou hast seen it, thou shalt also be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother was gathered. For ye rebelled against my commandment in the desert of Zin, in the strife of the congregation to sanctify me at the water before their eyes. That is the water of Meribah and Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin. And Moses spake unto the Lord, saying, Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation, which may go out before them, which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep, which have no shepherd. Hopefully they go beyond being just sheep, too. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take thee Joshua the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay thine hand upon him, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and give him a charge, in their sight, and thou shalt put some of thine honor upon him, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him. And he took Joshua and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and he laid his hands upon him, and gave him a charge as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. Now there is a difference between political succession and spiritual succession, but it appears to be both here, obviously, because Joshua was a prophet. And that distinction was made with Ali ibn Abi Talib, was that, like unto Moses and Joshua are Moses and Aaron, except that Ali wasn't a prophet. Exogamy is discouraged. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, The tribe of the sons of Joseph hath said well, And this is the thing which the Lord doth commanded concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, Let them marry to whom they think best, only to the family of the tribe of their father shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And particularly when there began to be a fake Israeli ancestry that was being claimed, then you really ended up with problems. Well, we have to marry within our group, and our group is a claimed group, and there's only a couple families here, and too many generations, that starts to be a problem. So I will continue the Viking Portable Library World Bible, edited by Robert O. Ballou, the Jew and the Christian, selections from the Judeo-Christian scriptures, the Old Testament, after this is set to load.